Hello, and welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. Um, so I've been in a Diablo mood most of the last couple month, whatever, and been playing a lot of Diablo. But I feel like doing some crawl today, so I figured why not record, and one thing led to another, and so I'm making this video. Uh, as of now, I've already beaten the game with a lot of races. I've beaten it with an octopode, a felid, a vampire, a mummy. I think I made it to Zot 5 and then Zot splatted my demon spawn. I don't think I ever actually won with one. But I've ascended a Draconian, I've ascended a Tengu, I ascended a Minotaur times like 12 now. I've ascended Ogres, Nagas, and Spriggans. An Ogre, Nagas, and Spriggans. And I think I've ascended a deep Elf. Not sure. Maybe like 25 of them. No, actually more like 4 or 5 of them. But Deep Dwarf I've never ascended. So that's at least half the races, which is pretty good. Pretty good in my opinion. But I feel like adding one more to that list, and just for funsies, trying a Centaur, and I'm going to try it as a wizard, which is not a recommended build at all for a reason. That reason will be very clear to you soon. As soon as I remember the buttons. Yeah, that. I mean, look at those aptitudes. They have shit aptitudes in every aspect of magic and in every aspect of defense. Put it both together, they are very hard to make survive, and they are very poor in terms of wizard school. What I'm going to do for my opening is focus on getting conjurations up to snuff, even to the point of ignoring spellcasting. Later on, I'll try and transition into bows when I find one, as a melee, as a non-magical option, and then go back to full wizard when I hit my end game. Right. Without further ado, off we go. Buy myself as much room to run as possible. Looks like I'm gonna die, so let's see if I can just run around these guys somehow. I need them to not form a wall. Yep, and then I can just punch through. I think I have a better odds of killing the bat than I do of killing the hobgoblins. But odds was the right word, because I'm apparently not able to touch them properly either. Jesus Christ, are you serious? Try potions randomly. Agility and... that's paralysis. With agility, my dodge and dex are higher. Maybe I can pummel it better, but it seriously just needs one hit to kill me. I'm absolutely going to use the second agility potion the moment this one goes out. Okay, there we go. It's down. Run. Just run. Just run. No! God damn it, why did you have to notice me? I'm not very stealthy. I have clattery hooves and a big body, but I can outrun things and break line of sight faster, so there's that. Well, that was a eventful start to the game. And this is honestly why I consider level 1 deaths to not really count, because they happen sometimes with so little control on your part that even if you play like me and you're trying to optimize the situation, you saw how many turns in a row any hit scores a kill. God damn it. God damn it. If that's an ID scroll, I would rather know what kind of sword I'm wielding, but ring first. That's a good thing I ID'd that ring before I scuppered my intelligence. Ah, fuck. Okay, so I'm wearing a sack of shit and wielding a sack of shit. The good news is I can it's at least edged, so I can cut food. Definitely gonna take this dagger for replacement weapon. Fast attack, better accuracy, low damage output, but that's fine considering I'm only using it for the early game to pad my lack of mana anyway. Okay, you're dead. And the thing about daggers is they tend to perform well even untrained. Whereas something like a halberd is a bad example. But yeah, other weapons might require more training to get them up to snuff. Short sword is a similarly happy in between. I'm gonna have to test every scroll I come across now just to try and get this sword off, though. Just fine. Randomly testing swords is not a big deal. It's not like randomly testing potions where you get mutated and killed. You're so fucked. Stack of darts. Take them. Hunger. Throw my own darts and then take you down. Nom nom. Ooh, bat. Guaranteed not nauseating. Not sure why. If I had to eat a raw bat, I'm not Ozzy Osbourne. I'd probably be pretty annoyed by that. We doing good? Yeah, we doing good. Next floor. Shoot the rat with a dart. Butcher the rat. Off we go. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's just a generic short sword. Yeah, keep going. We have a generic dagger already instead. UnID'd scroll. Read it. Teleportation. It's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna lose a blink scroll at worst this way. And I can deal with it, hopefully. The good news about being a centaur is even untrained fighting is gonna raise at a very good rate because of just how naturally tanky they are in that sense. And they're not tanky in terms of good AC, but tanky in terms of they have big bodies. Ooh! Cloak of Embroidery. Okay, Cloak of Darkness. It's perhaps my least desired option, considering that same cloak could have been Preservation, or more usefully at this point in the game would be Resist Poison. But, you know, you take what you get, and you smile, and thank the crawl gods, whom unlike the Diablo gods are more skill-based in that you can actually work around what they give you. I accidentally unmemorized Magic Dart. Whoops. Let's go ahead and put that back on. In fact, while we're here, let's just remember to get all of my major spells memorized right away. Oh, you know, maybe I should have prioritized fire first, actually, over confusion. Because I can use confusion... Sorry, I can use Spriggan Speed, Centaur Speed to run, and then use fire to manipulate undead and such into death. Well, I guess... No, I want them both. It doesn't matter. And they're neither of them are going to be well trained because of, you know, Centaur enchants. Yay! I can take off the sword because, you know, the bonus thing. And then we'll just take out a dagger instead. You know, all told, I've been pretty lucky so far in terms of no uniques encountered, and I'm just gonna risk it, try this random dagger out. Noise, amnesia again. You know, drop the amnesia scroll. I doubt I'll ever want it in this game, but maybe I'll end up going Vehement instead of Sif. In fact, I probably should. I'm not a natural spellcaster. Having the ability, dispersal darts. Having the ability to get the bonus to spell training from Vehement is probably going to be more useful to me than anything that Sif Moon is going to offer. In the short term. Yay, remove curse! Oh, nothing was cursed. Well, no matter. The curse is off, and now I can stop acting like I'm in trouble. I don't know why I'm carrying around that ring. Just drop it. Next floor. That looks like a sewer. It definitely looks like a sewer. Let's back up, back up, back up. And we just cut you. Alright, couple chunks. In we go. This would be a great spot to Mephitic Cloud if I could. Hey, it actually went off. Holy crap. That's half my mana, so I'm gonna save the other half and just use this reprieve to beat up the confused enemies with my sword. Eat the rat flesh I saved, and then come in here. I would like to inscribe this flask as sewer, just so I know that it was obtained here. Generally, I have found sewers have a large number of restore abilities, heal wounds, and healing potions, or curing potions. If that theory holds true, then this potion is at the very least more likely to be useful, and in a situation where I need to test a heal potion with some urgency, I can do so. This is why I brought all those darts, just to have something to chuck. Didn't bring enough. Try the wand next. It's probably a dig wand. Alright, try the W potion just because I can. Damn. I may be invisible, but that doesn't mean that he didn't see me. I'm invisible. And he's slowly running away. Okay, that's why I'm able to chase him down now. Thank God he's too stupid to turn and fight, despite his obvious advantages. Alright, well that was very nearly stupidly lethal of me, to allow myself to be put into melee. In fact, put myself in melee, despite knowing that he could 50% me, when I was at less than 50%. I believe tridents are a better weapon choice than daggers in terms of early game balance, plus 3 and 9 on 130% compared to, wow, plus 6 and 4 with 100%. They're similar, but ultimately for me though, the range is going to be the deciding factor, because I can, as a centaur, typically stay one step ahead of my opponents. You know, kiting only works if you can actually shoot the damn thing. And somehow I starved myself. Do I have hunger on blink? Yes, I do. A lot of hunger on blink, actually. That's gonna be problematic. Yeah, turning on spellcasting is the right move. Just slow train that up a little bit. Maybe get Conjure Flame memorized for my repertoire. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Crown of Dropriva. Well, gotta hand it to her. That's a nice crown. Plus 3 AC in an armor slot is nice. Artifact is nice. See Invisible is nice. Int plus 2 is nice. And Resist Electric is nice. Hungering, however, is not nice. And on a Centaur in the early game, it's actually problematic. I'm going to use it as a swap item. So how long does it take to put on? Let's find out. Start moving, continue taking off, start putting on, continue putting on. It looks like it took 3 or 4 ticks. I can't exactly do it in combat. I can do it in anticipation of combat, but not in combat itself. Give me my weapon. Actually, give me the dagger. I'm gonna be at melee range with this fucker anyway. Oh, new rune dagger. And it's cursed. And it's very bad for me. So, moral of the story. Actually, I'm not gonna blink in. I have no mana. Moral of the story, I need to stop picking up and trying test wielding random weapons at this point. It's probably a recharge. And if it's a plus armor, I have no armor that's worth using on. Yep, it's recharge. Intelligence boost further. Randomly try this amulet on. No idea what it is. Double miscast, time to run. Double miscast puts me at a significant tactical disadvantage that does not need to exist. Also, oh my god, okay, run down again. Blink. I don't care. Just blink and run. I need another staircase. The phrase "he bravely ran away" springs to mind readily enough. Also, can you take off? No. Can you take off the crown? I have to actually think about the crown thing. You know what? No. We're gonna wear the crown, and here's why. 3 extra AC could save my life, and I'm currently carrying 5 rations. That's a damn good reason not to worry about it. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this. Also, the +2 intelligence might be the difference between one of my spells dealing just too little or just too much damage. So that could be useful. And yeah, it's not like I'm not currently fighting against things with meat on their bodies. It's just that I'm frustrated by fighting against these things, and I don't have to be. I definitely want to keep that amulet off till I know what it does. In fact, just ID the amulet right now. Warding is fine. Let's ID some of these potions. There, we found the heal wounds. Put on warding, because I think that gives me resist necro too, right? Yeah. Just random. It technically is meant for protecting against summons, which there probably won't be very many of early on. That's fine. Hey, remove curse. Excellent. Maybe I can get a decent weapon again. Now, for the love of God, please be more cognizant of this in the future. All that glitters is not gold. How bad is Conjure? Okay, so Mephitic Cloud is 21% fail. Definitely worth putting myself in a safe retreat situation before I use it. But with so little mana, I'm not even confident about my ability to take down Prince Ribbit, even if he's confused. This was a violent staircase, so let's confirm whether that's still true. Doesn't matter. More potions is always a good thing. Kill the rat, eat its flesh. So far, so good. Wasn't this the floor that had Prince Ribbit on it? Yeah. We haven't killed Prince Ribbit yet, which is a little concerning. Don't want him looking at my back. Ooh, bloodstained chainmail. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to utilize chainmail until I have a truly ridiculous amount of EXP gained from magic or something. That's a good pull. Just blink first. Think later. Prince Ribbit, of course, changed my direction. Need to find a perfect one-tile hallway. One of you guys has a reach weapon, so that, and one of you is a blinker. So AoE confuse. Definitely want to cure out of it. I don't have a curing potion, do I? That potion was a curing potion, the one I had 4 of. Definitely going to use it again, though. Just because of how dangerous the situation is otherwise. Out of magic completely. Most of my pursuers are dead. All of my pursuers are dead. And I am still out of magic. Throw darts at you a little bit, though. And you know what? I think I'm feeling lucky. Yes! Got him. A full retreat at that point would have been potentially worse, actually, on me. Because I had invested so many resources into Prince Ribbit, I wasn't necessarily going to get the same luck twice. Okay, let's recap. Where are we at? Where are we at? And I like doing this. I like consistently checking in with my status. Mephitic Cloud is rapidly becoming castable. Hunger-wise, Blink is not hungerless, so spellcasting needs to stay on a bit longer. I think this is a good time to take a break to do... Did I not? Oh, I haven't found youth yet? Never mind, my bad. Alright, in which case, it's a good time to take a break to do nothing. Let's keep going. I thought I had skipped a unique earlier, I guess not. That's confuse. That's 3 fails in a row. Statistically very unlikely, but not impossible. I do hate the way nausea lasts just long enough to rot all of your food. You're not gonna die trivially, are you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I'm still nauseated. Ooh yeah, something to eat. I'd eat your eyeball, that's how hungry I am. Backing the fuck off! Alright. It was admittedly a little bit risky to take him in melee, but not very risky because look how much goddamn health I have. I wonder, do I regenerate quickly or no? No, I just need a lot of food. I don't get trollish regeneration. I do get Sprigginish speed though, so it's not nothing. That Elven Leather? I believe Elven Leather doesn't have a spellcasting penalty for elves or for anyone. Yeah, I'm at 14% now, and I was at. For the love of God, put back on the ward and take off this. I was at 14% before. Yep. So it looks like there's no spellcasting penalty here. I'll go ahead and wear that. And the truth of the matter is, now that I'm in the flow of it, I actually forgot that this crown was making me hunger. Which is a good thing. It's a good place to be, honestly. But I did not forget that. I mean, I also forgot that starving is a non-spellcasting limitation. As in, you're not allowed to spellcast while starving, so whoops. I wonder what books are available. That could significantly change my god choice. Okay. I have the Book of Fire, so I will be able to go Fire Mage should I desire basic Conjuration Magery. I've got manuals of hexes and polearms, but those are going to be inhibitively expensive for most of the game anyway. Cantrips should help me flesh out the basic stuff like animate skeleton, right? Is that in there? Yep. And that's cheap actually. I can get that soon. Pretty sure Book of the Sky includes no, it does not. Tempest? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, Conjurations. Nope. Not of note. Geez. So none of these are really game-changingly good or bad. I guess War Chants might be nice for regeneration at some point too. But the big take home from that is some basic spells included, but you're gonna need a god to outfit you at this point. How did that happen? Oh, that was a Zom move. Gotcha. Alright, they're both confused, so I can just run whichever way I like. And I'm not going to engage until I know what's behind me. Which this time around is nothing, which is perfect. Duvessa's down. And eaten. I'm still hungry. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Those are javelins. Excellent. I will definitely quiver me some fucking javelins. I have the muscle strength to throw fairly well. And there's the last of them. The last of us. And he's dead. I will definitely try out your ruined robe. +2 fire resist. Thank you. That's a good robe. That will replace my useless robe and my +1 AC leather because +2 is more than +1. I will risk your dagger because Elven, and I don't know what the rune on mine means yet, so yeah. Glowing hand axe, scroll of fog. I should really check out the axe. Ruined leather, shiny helmet. Ooh, shiny helmet could be nice. I don't own a pair of gloves yet, so that could be nice. See invisible. And I do own a helmet, and it's the crown. Fuck me, I forget the most basic things sometimes. Let's at least put on the gloves though. That wasn't a waste of money. Ooh. Well, they're +0, so whatever. They're not hurting anything. They're helping. Ruined leather, while tempting, is not really that tempting, since I'm more likely to slip into troll leather when I actually am willing to invest in my armor. And put a fire for sure. At some point, my mana pool went from being tiny to being existent. I missed the point where it happened, but I am awfully glad for the transformation. No new jewelry. No. So for all my concerns about hunger and food costs, I haven't touched my rations at the door yet, so that's pretty good. Conjuration's up. I mean, it's not good. A better player would point out correctly that the fact that I'm not using it means that you have an untapped resource, which means you're wasting something elsewhere probably. In this case, the waste being that I'm wasting time on spellcasting when I could have devoted it to something else. They wouldn't be wrong, but everyone has to play their own game, and that includes me. And what I'm thinking of now is what I want to study next. I'm debating putting a point or two in poison and air from Fitty Cloud, or switching over to defensive skills and training up on health. I think I'm gonna go with Cloud for the moment. Defensive attack better than defensive defense. And we'll turn off spellcasting so I'm not multi-training too many schools at once. Definitely want the trident here. I'm fearful of draining weapons or distortion weapons, but mostly draining weapons on these guys. You know, you make it awful hard to take you down. That was the wrong fucking item, and it was cursed, and it was a hand axe, and fuck me, it looks like it's a bad one. On account of the fact that I dealt virtually no damage in several hits against this guy. Let Magic Dart finish him. Eat, and remove curse off of this right now, and just drop it. Nah, quiver it, actually. I might be in a situation where I just chuck everything, and I'm glad I have something more to chuck. Do we have ID scrolls? Just ID some of this stuff, please. Potion of Brilliance, and then we'll just test quaff the ones I have doubles of. Still near starving. This may be a good enemy to do something like this against. Poke him across the fire. Starving. Eat a ration. Boom. Up to normal. Oh, meat rations are ineffective. Good to know. Did not think of that. What the fuck? If there's any loot in that room, it's gone. There's no point even thinking about it. If I can get enough distance to get a triple flame in, that would be wonderful. But I would accept the double at this point. Oh, thank God. Thing is, they're stupid enough to actually lose track of me around this tiny little corner. Two fires is plenty. Come on, you can make it. Yes! I'll give you a turn to actually potentially hit me, but instead stay in the fire. Okay, I can do one more fire. Two more fires. I can melee you. Can melee you. Can melee you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. You cannot melee him. Holy hell. Your health went from existing to not. I'm out of mana. Jesus Christ. That thing is a tank. Okay, well, at this point, Mephitic Cloud is absolutely trained sufficiently. We can drop the side skills, continue primarily training Conjurations with a trickle into... Actually, throw me a pittance for my Blink, wouldn't ya? Get that reliable. And unfortunately, I had to wait long enough that I potentially released these monsters onto the floor. Though I doubt it. That amoeba hit like a fucking truck. Some of them may have gotten out. Most of them probably did not. And if only I had opened that after a god choice, I would have had so much more piety right now. Well, you know what? I'm complaining a lot about things that don't matter when I should be focusing on the good news, which is I went in and got a bunch of EXP off of that. As much as I'm torn about this, I think I'm just going to go with Vehumet. His specific advantages will offset the specific disadvantages of not being a stereotypically magey class. And given that I plan to go Conjurations anyway, it's a natural move for me. Poke, beat, fire, Mephitic. One more Mephitic, and then we run. Because in that close quarters, something will probably die. Drop a fire, and then start stabbing the fucker. Hurl javelins. Beautiful. Eat something small, because I want in-fight refueling right now. Butcher up the corpse, and eat that. Okay, now we're stable. There was a small, but reasonable chance that I would have needed to spellcast while starving. And then the inability to do so would have put me in melee with something dangerous. So that's why I figured the food was a better choice to give up. Your food or your life? I'm thinking about it. All these ID'd? Wow. Let's take ID scroll and tele scroll. Tele scroll because escape options are helpful. ID scroll so that I can learn one more potion. Potion of Polyresist. What am I working with dagger-wise here? 2-2 Elven? That's respectable. Fire and trident. Javelins and takedown. Perfect. Actually, let's see if there's any other jabs or bows that I've ignored. Because I would like to train a little bit of my bow skills up. Just so I have an alternative when the mana runs out, or when I hit enemies that I can't quite get through. Fire in front of you, enemy in back of you, and you opt to kill your buddy. And that looks like a runed trident of flaming! Excellent. I will absolutely switch to that. That's the new weapon of choice. In fact, I'm tempted to say forget bows, just stick with this trident. -1 is not too much to suck up. Train it, and then run with it. And then later on, get Animate Skeleton for body blocking. Yeah, that was one strike of the Flaming Trident. Certainly if I get weapon enchant scrolls, I'll use it on this trident just to bolster my early game power. Which is where IMO, a weapon, is the most useful. late game you're looking for a weapon that has good properties. So like, I think they're called, people call them sky weapons. Basically good resists, maybe some plus int, maybe some other property that you value. Oh, you know what? I have a centaur speed, and that's a lake of fire. Why don't you chase me straight to the border of the lake of fire? And here, see if you know how to swim. Those are lindworms. They have serious fire attacks. I only have 1 pip of resist fire. I am a genius and it doesn't take one, but I do want to do this. Oh! Oh! Oh, who confused the lindworms and made them drown in a fiery lake? That would be I. And who is going to potentially die to those same lindworms for having no respect for them? That would be I. Let's make that not happen, shall we? I assume that the orc was one of the many who fell into the fiery lake. And oh, don't let yourself get paralyzed, bro. Run! Run! Run, coward! Can I just nail that thing from here? The javelin, maybe? No, it got away. You are immune to fire, but you're not immune to physical, so these stabs should still hurt. Did I just give up my dart of dispersal? No, okay, good. Javelin, magic darts, ordinary darts. For when the rest of this stuff runs out, but you find yourself in a situation where they can't shoot back or approach you. Okay, what just got cursed on, actually? Robe of fire resist? That's fine. I don't plan to take this off for quite a while anyway. After poison resist, I would say that fire resist is probably the most beneficial in the early game. Hell of a lot of... It's not that just that there's more or less enemies that deal that damage, so much as that damage tends to be pretty significantly painful. Okay, I overtrained translocations, unfortunately, more than I meant to because I forgot to turn it off. But the result is now that I actually have stable casting. I still have reasonable spell hunger off that casting, so we will trickle spell casting a bit more. Because I know those levels will be useful down the road anyway. Now it's time to start thinking defense. Fighting is the obvious choice, so let's go with that. And bow skill, because fuck, it's not like I'm not spreading myself thin as it is. That's actually a terrible reason. A better reason would be to say that it's beneficial to have alternate options. I don't see it. There we go. Run, and whip out that trident of yours. A good time for that. No, keep the distance, and then... Okay, that slime creature actually managed to get to me in the same turn as there was this air bubble. I'm not risking that happening again, so just get out of here. We'll kite him, but kite him from a position of a little bit more strength than I had before. For the love of God, you're a fucking slime. You were on a fire, in a fire, being stabbed by a fire. Somehow lived through that. I had to eat a ration just to... Oh, don't carry this trident anymore. You'll mistake it for your actual weapon. What did I hit? Floor trap. Confuse. And start stabbing with fire, I guess. Alright, that's an easy kill. Multiple meat rations is good. Multiple fresh fish are good. Not sure why that merfolk had that little area set up, but whatever. Not sure how I can see this guy. Probably my oh yeah, Lariciprica or whatever does in fact do that. Come on, you bitches are so gonna get confused and poisoned and kill each other. poisoned because they sting each other while confused. Oh, you guys aren't confused. You're not confused at all. Now you're confused. I would be too. Why is that centaur wearing a ridiculous crown? I'm totally like Poseidon of the land. Actually, Poseidon did have a thing for horses, didn't he? That's why, the Trojan horse, if I recall correctly, was to honor Poseidon. You guys are not walking into this? Seriously? Wow, you are smarter than you look. Of course, you look dumb as an ogre, so, you know, don't read too much into this. Take down. What are we dealing with here? Low skill, reasonable, not good, but existent. Without an ammo god, it's gonna be... Oh, gotta eat a ration. Pykel, come down this way with me. We're gonna drop a pair of fires for your slaves to torch themselves on, and you're just walking into the fire too. I don't know what the hell was your problem, but that was much easier than it needed to be. Didn't need to be so easy. Pykel's whip is always like elec or fire or something nicely branded. I suspect that I will not have much use for it, but it's always good to have an option. And in melee, I believe whips proc more or attack more often, so there's that. Ooh, staff of cold. Not technically my preference since I intend to go fire mage, but might be useful to have a pip of cold resist on low cooldown. Easy to swap to. I said low cooldown, but that's not what I meant. Gloves and gauntlets are all the same to me, so you can ditch them both. You can also ditch this wizard hat. Oh, whoa, that was a buckler. Buckler may be worth training. I will lead my slave to the mummy. Firebird, but otherwise nothing of note. Let's back off to a place that I can potentially get a nice confuse off and bottleneck them. Oh, the confuse works on the fire one too. Excellent. They're all gonna die. Bit of food. Did I leave a javelin behind somewhere? No, it just mulched. Mulched. Because I know I had 4, and now I only have 3. Alright. Now what? Yeah, we're just going to repeat the same treatment on each of the rooms, one after the other. Surprised to see bats surrounding an altar of a Shinzari. Doesn't seem like a very bat god to me. I guess the idea is you're in a temple-ish area, a temple, and the temple has gone so long with disuse that the belfry now has bats inside it or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading way too much into this. Whatever. So that's a clear, and that's that whole area actually. And the experience gain has been quite respectable. I'm at 2 pips, experience level 11. We're gonna let spellcasting go off, I think, because Hungerless Blink is enough for the time being. We can ask for Hungerless level 3 a little bit later, maybe when my intelligence goes up by some item, or another level or 2 has passed. I just kind of want to get more points into these other skills. E-I-H-W. Cool. How are we doing for arrows in this dungeon? Go pick up a stack or 2 of those, eh? In fact, arrows are now officially considered auto pickup. Notice that I'm now shooting with arrows. It totally worked. Excellent. Okay, well the lair was offered early, so let's go to the lair. And we don't have a scroll of magic mapping on hand. So we can't instantly find the Minotaur. Regardless, I think it behooves me to treat these threats more seriously, especially considering a giant frog is one of them. So if I don't get to the Minotaur's lair, I don't get to the Minotaur's lair. Boo-hoo. Gotcha. Alright, we got them. An unID'd amulet is a dangerous thing to wear because it could be stasis. Put on warding. Yeah, at this rate I will miss the Minotaur's lair. Just look how long I'm spending without going downstairs. That's just a croc. I should be able to take it on. Yup. Try this new book out. Nothing I like. I mean, stuff that can work, but I just don't want to work it right now. Okay. Minotaur's lair is surprisingly still up, but again, looking at these enemies, I can't in good conscience try and rush the Minotaur's lair with these guys at my back. Let's fire arrows at one of them. Switch to melee weapon and... that's game. The fact that I'm alive is just luck. I didn't have to fire, and when I did... Oh my god, I hasted him? Heal wounds. Blink. Run. I actually didn't read the stairs correctly and took the wrong one, but whatever. I would rather dive a floor than fight a hasted Komodo dragon while I am low on health. And also sick. Oh my god, that's a freaking Hydra. I don't have what it takes to deal with those guys yet, unless one of these wands is the right one. No. Yes. There's a javelin to finish him. Okay, that worked. Now we can go upstairs. Just go. We don't yet know where the Minotaur's lair is. We do know that we dove to avoid Komodo dragons, so they are still at large. There's one of them. Hell, with this much excitement, I might not even care after a little while. Eat a ration. It's important. And fiery death is the kind I prefer for you. Javelins to finish you. Tab fighting should kill many of these guys, but I have very low health and no regen, so get into a corner first. I may have to... God damn, they are really just making me eat through my potions right now. No. How do you know I'm here? Go the fuck away. Okay. Patience. I'm feeling a sense of urgency because of a Minotaur's lair. Even though I have said 4 times I'm not going to be able to make it, and I shouldn't worry about it, I'm still feeling the pinch of not getting to it. That's the problem. Okay. Now that I've emptied my arrows and softened him up, that was a much simpler kill. Now I'll pick up my arrows because they've obviously saved my life now. Don't stand on a trap while you beat a bush. And then we'll go. I haven't heard from the Minotaur's lair in a while, so my guess is it's already gone. And hey, wouldn't you know it, this whole area is a closed off entrance. I wasn't finding that Minotaur's lair anytime soon. And I'm glad I killed the Hydra, Because otherwise going downstairs here would have been a real adventure. Can we kill that guy on the way out? Nope, miss. You'll notice that I am relying way more on these auxiliary attacks than my average deep elf would. And there's a reason for it. My average deep elf can get its aptitudes and skills up so fast, so high, that it can afford to be using its main attacks. This guy is the opposite of that bell curve. Dude, you're just asking to be shafted if you spend too much time here. Holy word, and the word is fuck. Actually, it's Fushor Da, but no. Couple javelins, come back to grab you. Couple pokes. So I gotta be honest, wearing the crown, I haven't even noticed the increased hungering sensation from. It doesn't apply to my moves. It only applies to walking around. And I'd say that the biggest source of hunger I know is that centaurs by default have pretty lousy hungering. Did I just vorpalize? No, you can't vorpalize on top of a brand. You can use a scroll of branding on top of a brand, and it changes the brand. Yeah, I'm just gonna run away and then drop a sequence of fires for everybody else to walk through. That was pretty painful, wasn't it? Alright, good. Now you're running, so now we'll switch to the bow and just Hercules you to death. Actually, there's more of an Odysseus you to death situation there. Or maybe I'm Robin Hooding you to death. Yes, I like the idea of hooding someone to death. I think hooding someone to death should be a term. Oh, what's that? It is? Oh, it doesn't mean what I think it does? Fuck! Shafted! Only one floor, though, so no biggie. I would have gone here myself pretty soon anyway. In fact, there's my exit. Off I go. God damn, I'm always astounded just how much damage some of these things can deal in melee. Hey, you, come here. Shut up. Whoa. What happened? I had like 30 health. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call that a typo because it doesn't make any sense. From what I saw on my screen, I had 30 health. I was standing, he was inside a fire, and I took a swing at him. It says here he dealt 11 damage, which should not have been adequate to kill me. So, I'm not really sure what happened. And that sucks too, because Mutaro was turning into a really good centaur, and he'd had some really good escapes and some really good scrapes. But overall, I was in no way on the edge of death there. I could very easily have backed away and shot him if I had wanted to. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off by this ending, to be perfectly blunt. I guess when I post the video, I'll take a look and see what happened at the ending myself. Maybe there's something I missed. Actually, let me check the game log. Game log is really good. What was that? 53rd, somewhere down here. Mutaro. You are too injured to fight blindly. You barely miss. The spiny frog is heavily wounded. You feel sick. He is engulfed. Stings. Stings. It looks like he got a double attack turn, is what he did. Despite the fact that I was using a fast weapon. Well, not a fast weapon, but a weapon of average speed. I didn't factor in the possibility of him doing a double attack, and it is true that there's a 1 in 10 chance that a monster gets to do that if they start their turn adjacent to you. Which is much more than 0. I still call bullshit, but it's not actually bullshit. It makes sense when you know the game mechanics. Anyway, that's the end of that, I guess. Sorry that was so short-lived. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.